Mr. Moon, 도와줘. Oh, Lord, Luna. Hello, friends and family. This is Megan Moon, aka 저는 미국 사람입니다. And today we have a really fun video planned for you. We're gonna go to the camping store. We're gonna get some stuff, and we're gonna do some outdoor Korean cooking. These things are much bigger than I thought. I didn't think they were that big, but they are. I don't even think that one can't even fit in our yard.
이런 게 에어 텐트.
에어 텐트.
하기 편해.
One.
불 때문에 이렇게 마감 처리가 되어 있는 거고 나무가 탈 수 있으니까.
Wow, this was so nice. Mr. Moon buy for my Christmas present. He looking like, bitch, please. 여기서 마시멜로 우리 할까? 여기서 고구마하고 옥수수, 뭐 마시멜로. Wow, is this a torch?
네, 토치 붙이고.
예뻐. 그럼 디시는 주는 거죠?
그럼요.
You gotta pull that 아줌마. You gotta ask for the dish. There's so much camping stuff, man. What's Ruben doing? Ruben. Mr. Moon, 도와줘. 안 보여. Mr. Moon. 문상영. Wow, look at this chair. 이거 의자예요? 그래서 앉아봐. 엉덩이 잘 들어가, 생각보다.
안 부셔지겠지?
모르겠어. 이제 거의 200kg 아니야? 장난 아니야. 나는 장난. 얼마 정도 무게에 들 수 있어요?
네?
이거?
봐봐, 나 안 된다니까.
Wow, this is fancy as hell. I feel like I'm having some mead. Isn't that what they call it? I don't know where that came from. You know what? Having a meltdown. Luna, let's read some books. 제 꿈은 저희 엄마처럼 애견 미용사가 되는 곳입니다. She gonna be a pet groomer like her mama. 동물을 좋아하고요. 무엇보다 사랑하는 강아지들은 예쁘게 꾸며주고 싶기 때문입니다. Look at the photos. 너무 웃기잖아. 맞다. Okay, no, it's so hard for me to read this. Because it's not just reading, it's like you have to act. These your people, Mr. Moon. Why are you bullying a girl because she's trying to be a pet groomer? And this was the drama of the day. Oh, this will get your workout recommendations for the day. Shall we squat it? Hey, hey, hey. Row it. Hey, hey. Whew. That is one heavy tent. Oh, Lord, Luna.
원래
나 뭐 해야 될지 모르지. 나 말문 따라 할 거야.
나도 몰라.
뒤, 앞.
아니 이거의 앞이 어디냐고.
몰라. We don't know what back and front has. 왜 그래? He did it on purpose. This is the third time I've done this one. Let me check on the babies. All right, I'll go get the babies, Mr. Moon. You do that, okay? And we're out. You want to show them your raking? Come on. Look, there's a little tiny rake. When I was raking, she was like following me. Come on. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
So it took us a lot longer to set up than anticipated, so the babies are hungry. So I brought out our leftovers from earlier today. Mr. Moon, 이제 요리 시작할까?
Okay.
Okay, English, I love it. Speaking of languages, the thing that you guys ask me a lot is how I learned Korean. And you guys who've been following me for a while knew that before I came to Korea, a couple months before, my parents bought me Rosetta Stone. That was back when it was on CDs and like a headset. But of course, there's a Rosetta Stone app. And in terms of language learning, Rosetta Stone is literally the best program ever because it teaches you kind of more natural, just like how a child would learn. You're not translating things in your head. It shows you what something is and just tells you.
고장난 텔레비전. 고장난 장난감.
So Rosetta Stone allowed me to learn Korean grammar very naturally, and it gave me a really good base to learn Korean when I arrived. So actually I didn't have to take any language learning courses. So if you struggle with, especially memorization, I think it's a helpful tool because it doesn't feel like you're studying and memorizing as much as it feels like you're playing a game. And it's really good because there's also a speaking portion to it. Well, it'll ask you a question and you have to speak into the mic. And if you're not saying it well enough, like a native speaker would, then it'll help you to become more fluent in your pronunciation as well.
사다리가 안 고장 났어요.
사다리가 안 고장 났어요.
And the really good thing is they have a lifetime membership where you can get unlimited access to any language and every language for life. I think it's really good to do the lifetime subscription because you never know where your head's going to be at in 5 years. You might want to learn a different language or move to a different country. So every language will be at your fingertips at an amazing price. They are offering you over 60% off. The cost has gone from $3.99 to $149. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity because it'll save you thousands of dollars in language learning classes, etc. All the information will be down below. So we're going to make something called doenjangguk, which is a Korean fermented bean paste stew. So the babies are tripping. So Mr. Moon's gonna go inside with the babies. I'm gonna cook by myself. Everybody's gonna come out and eat. So this, you just connect it in here and twist it. So this is turning it on. I'm so scared we're gonna blow up. So I guess we gotta use this. How do you do this one? Okay, I'm gonna call Mr. Moon. 이거 어떻게 해? Okay. 근데 물 없어. 여기 물 넣어줄 수 있어. Give me some more. Thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna chop the vegetables while Mr. Moon is getting the water. So I'm just gonna do like one onion. I'm not very good at chopping. I like to put a little bit of sesame oil, and I like to actually take some of the onions. So I like to just saute the onions a little bit because I feel like they taste more delicious when you kind of saute them a little bit in the sesame oil. And I also like to do the same thing for the zucchini. So after I kind of saute these for like 4 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna add some water. And then in the water, in order to give it flavor, if you don't have time to like boil like mirchi in there or anything, I like to use these. These are called dashi pack. So what it is just a little pack of like herbs and some sardines and like onions and things like that to kind of give it flavor. And you just boil it with the water like tea to kind of make some broth. So what you want to do now is just boil the hell out of it for like 10 minutes. And then after about 10 minutes has passed, take out the dashi pack, and then we're gonna add the other ingredients. So I'm not a good cutter at all. Potatoes, I just, whatever happens, happens, you know. Since it's a little bit cold outside, it's taking a little longer to boil, so I think we probably have to wait like 20 more minutes for that. Okay, so we're gonna make some tuna kimbap. So what we need to do is pop that open like so. Just gonna drain the water in the grass. I'll be back. So in Korea, they always mix the tuna with a little mayonnaise. We're using this olive oil mayonnaise, which is pretty good. Just gonna mix it up. Excellent. Just take your rice, spread it around. And you don't need that much. The first few times when I made kimbap, I put so much rice, that thing was so thick. And then I actually looked at kimbap, I was like, oh, they don't have that much rice on it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the tuna, put it in the middle, make a little roll like this. So it's been enough time so we can actually take out the dashi pack. And the good thing about being in Korea is you don't have to buy everything separately and chop it up. They have these packs, they're called kimbap set. And they literally have everything, all the ingredients already chopped in the perfect length to fit in the seaweed. So there's tanmuji, which is the radish, and there's uong, which is burdock root, in a soy sauce. And this is the crab, and this is the ham. The babies don't really like tanmuji, so I'm gonna add a uong. Well, I guess I'm gonna cut the tanmuji in half, I think. It's too like hard for them to crunch into. But I think if I take the tanmuji and kind of cut it in half, should be okay for them. So since we're having tuna, I'm not gonna add the crab meat because it's too much seafood in one roll in my opinion. There we go. Usually you would put spinach in there, but the spinach is in the house and I would have to boil it and like squeeze it and like chop it up. And it's cold outside and the baby's just tripping. So we're not gonna have any spinach today. Just paint a little perilla oil or sesame oil on it. There you go. You got a roll of kimbap without the spinach. Look at that. Delicious kimbap. I'm gonna eat the end. It's really good, even without spinach. So before I add anything else, I'm gonna now add the doenjang. This is fermented bean paste. I usually add about this much. It depends on how much water you have. A lot of Korean people will put the doenjang first, but actually I like to boil the vegetables and the tashipeg in there first, so I can see how rich the flavor is gonna be with it. But I mean, you can kind of do it however you wanna do it. You can or cannot add soy sauce, it just depends. I like adding a little soy sauce just to give it a rich flavor. The like umami-ness of it all. That's good. So now let's add our mushrooms, and that's gonna make it even more rich, and we just need to boil these for like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna make one more kimbap. The only thing you wanna make sure is that the rough side is face up. Oh no, the rice is getting cold because it's so cold outside. So we're gonna line up the tuna off center. I don't know why I put it in the center. I'm kind of like frazzled at the moment. You see, I'm not religious anymore, but there's a quote in the Bible, don't muzzle the ox while he plows the field. I believe that applies to people who cook too. So take this other half of the tanmuji. Let's take a ham. And let's take a uong. Squeeze it. We'll paint it up. And lastly, the very last thing that I always like to put in is tofu. You can't have doenjang jjigae without tofu. You can do whatever size you want. Some people put big ass pieces of tofu in there, but I like squares, like little squares. We'll just only need to cook for like 1 or 2 minutes just until it gets hot. And yeah, we got food. Oh, perfect cuts. Man, having good cooking knives is a game changer, man. Hey guys. Look! So let's see what Mr. Moon thinks of my doenjang jjigae. Okay, I'll give it to you. Mr. Moon. You wanna try? Yeah, let's mix this with the rice. So especially like for babies in Korea, they'll like mix it together with rice like this. You get into everything. Oh my God, let's feed each other the kimbap. Love shot kimbap. It's real good. That was a satisfying meal. So we gotta get these children inside. We gotta get ready for bed and clean up all this stuff here. Make sure you guys check out Rosetta Stone. You don't wanna miss out on this huge deal. All the information is going to be down below. Make sure you get your lifetime subscription so you can start your language learning journey today. We definitely are gonna be using this tent in the future. Once the weather gets warmer, I actually wanna go like actual camping out somewhere. Although with these children, I think it's gonna be chaotic. But anyway, when the weather gets better, we'll be trying to go around Korea and bring this tent with us and this cooking set, and we will do some cooking. If you like this video and like to see more videos, please subscribe to my YouTube page, which is down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, not on Snapchat, because I don't use that no more. Like me on Facebook, and we will see ya.